Hi guys, my name's Ash Narayan and I'm the founder and CEO of Marquee Equity. If you're watching this, you're probably looking to raise capital for your business in the near future. Right now, the way you're probably approaching your raise is either your own network and warm introductions, which have a limited reach, or LinkedIn and tech conferences, which is generally speaking a pretty inefficient way to meet investors. Or you're listed on funding platforms, which essentially give you no commitment of results as to the traction they'll generate on your fundraise or the time period within which they'll do it. Or you're probably working with an investment banker who is generally not a good fit for early stage companies. As an entrepreneur myself, I face these problems while raising money for my own companies back in 2012, 2013, 2014. Um, and Here is my story in 30 seconds. I've been helping companies raise money for 7 years now and have written on the subject, have been sort of profiled as a funded entrepreneur myself. I have a reasonably good understanding of how people go about raising capital and how to sort of bring efficiencies into the process. Back in 2013, when I had to raise seed capital for my first startup, an investment banking platform called Banker Bay, I had to go lodge myself at a hacker home in San Francisco. I would message people on LinkedIn and get meetings with angel investors, and that's how I raised a little under $1 million. However, it's the first time I experienced the process as an entrepreneur and realized how complicated and inefficient the fundraising process was. It was a lot of fun though, and one of the few good things that came from the process are the friends I made at the hacker home. This is a picture from a night we went shoe golfing at the pier of the AT&T Stadium in San Francisco. I deposited my right boot in the Pacific Ocean. Anyway, I then went on to see thousands of fundraisers pass through the platform I had created and saw over $2 billion in deals close. A few years later, having made a partial exit from my first startup, I decided to help solve the investor access problem and I created Marquee for early stage companies and startup incubators and anybody looking for early stage capital, just to make the process easier and more logical and efficient. What we've essentially done is we've created a CRM kind of interface and there's no work to be done by our users. It's a completely managed platform, so we have success managers that run the process for you. What they essentially do is they create digital profiles of deals. So they'll create your data room. They'll talk about the financials if the company is revenue positive. They'll talk about the amount of capital one is raising, the kind of capital one's raising. At the back end of this is a network of about 18,500 private equity venture capital firms, as well as family offices and hedge funds globally, most of them in the US and North America. Based on the parameters of the deal, our algorithm will generate a match list of investors, which reflects like this. If the analyst then decides to send the deal out to Sequoia Capital, they choose Sequoia. They reach the preview section. This is where they'll put in an email introduction about your company. We'll work closely with you in helping you create this email introduction and have a number of standardized formats that work well for our platform and that investors are used to seeing deals in. Once they put that in here, they'll choose the relevant documents to be sent to the investor, hit send, and the deal's gonna go out to the investor. The investor will receive an email about your transaction, and if they're interested, they will come back to us saying they'd like to do a meeting, which is when we will introduce you direct. Just to give you a sense of the effectiveness of the platform and the process, this is a deal we've been working on for about 2 weeks now, and it's already in about 65 conversations with about 31 indications of interest. And if you compare that to what one could do yourself, or what a platform could do, or what a banker could do, you'll find this to be a much more efficient process. Obviously, in a marketing video like this, we cannot delve deeper into the contents of the communication one's having with investors. But on a personalized demo walkthrough, we'll be sort of happy to walk you through some live examples of investors and companies engaging through the platform. Lastly, each day we're going to send you these daily reports, which will keep you up to speed with who's accepted your deal, who's passed it, who's had a look but hasn't responded yet, and who hasn't had a look yet. And we'll also talk about the activity on your transaction in the past 24 hours. So it's a super efficient platform, works really well. We have hundreds of companies working with us. Over $250 million has been raised as a result of introductions we make. And which is why we're a pretty popular platform. We're onboarding customers every day. We'd love to work with you as well if there's an opportunity. So, if you're looking to raise capital, we'd love to work with you and help you meet the right investors quickly. We are the only platform in the world that gives a commitment to get you meetings and offers a money back guarantee if we don't get you those meetings. We will only take a deal on when we're sure we'll be able to deliver results. We have flexible and startup friendly pricing plans and would be happy to charge the bulk of our fee only when you close a deal with someone we introduce. The first meeting is free and is on us. So please get in touch with us today and allow us to understand more about your fundraise and discuss how we could be of help. I'd love to speak to you myself and learn more about your raise and advise how we can help. Simply reach out to one of our salespeople if they're not in touch with you already, and we will set up a demo and a discussion call. Or you can write to me at ash@marquee-equity.com. I look forward to speaking to you. Thank you.